1, 2, 3, 4.
Money, 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 I am spending it like a crazy gold digger without saying goodbye. All the other get conditions. Why am I the one that's doing dishes? Money, money, money matters me.
Hey gang, it's Bubbleman here. We should live frugally within or under our means if you want to save up for a rainy day. Growing up, we were rich in everything except for money. So our spendings were always light and tight. As an adult, that has helped me avoid debts even during times I was broke. I used to overhear conversations about my family needing money, so saving was always my first impulse. And as cliche as it may sound, a lot of kids were mocking me because I was poor and they were rich. And that is one of the reasons why my mum was tutoring me, because we couldn't afford tutoring. Fast forward many years later, I moved out on my own and my main goal was to pay for my bachelor's degree. Income minus expenses equals to saving. You just have to budget your finances, and the budgeting spreadsheet is linked in the description down below. Trust me, it's a bit simpler than losing weight. Calories out minus calories in equals to losing weight. There are several factors involved, including the type of exercise, food intake, the type of food you consume, and whether you're losing fat or muscle. But getting back to the point here, make sure you have two separate bank accounts. One for income and the other one solely for expenses. Transfer whatever's needed from the savings account to expenses account. So whenever you feel the want to buy something, your brain defers it and you look into your expenses account. I avoided eating out and takeaways because I had no social life.
Guys, this is Bubbleman here. From today now on, I will be doing 10 push-ups.
We tend to crave the taste that instantly feeds our dopamine, but making it at home takes a lot of skill, time and effort.
Yo, Mikesh, what's up, man? What you doing?
Hey man, we're just chilling here cooking chapati, you know what I mean? Chapatis and trying to police food bar. But I made it a bit wet, you know. I cooked the tomato paste a little bit. I'm pretty sure every Nepalese person is hating me right now, but I don't give a
We all have had the urge to impulse buy off the internet. I managed to suppress all my emotions by watching YouTube videos on the same topic. Like say if it's shoes, I watch like 5, 6 or at times even 10 videos for up to 2 or 3 days, and I don't want to buy it anymore. I managed to save a lot of money, but I wasted a lot of time. I lost a lot of time getting invested into something I did not buy. So save time by avoiding unnecessary things. If I'm buying something expensive, I usually pay it in cash because I actually get the feel of spending money. I also keep the receipt, which allows me to claim it as a business expense on my tax return.
Rap snitches, telling all their business, sit in the court and...
Everyone has their own hierarchy when it comes to needs and wants. Cut out distractions because most of your wants originate from that. And I ask myself a million questions. Is it a necessity or a want? Is it a desire? An impulse to fill your void when you're not feeling your best? Is the current product serving you right? Is an upgrade really necessary? Is it unusable? How does it interrupt your workflow? Do you need it to accomplish what you want? Is an upgrade really necessary? If the answer is no, then move on. But if your answer is yes or a maybe, then wait out a week or two, a month, a year. Maybe even wait for it to go on sale. Well, if it's worth it to you, then it's worth paying for. And if you don't have to search for the money under your rug, then it's worth paying for. But hey, it's only my opinion. The way I saved money was by living frugally and sometimes even edging the borderline of being a cheapskate, but not to this extent.
In an effort to save money, I started peeing in a jar. I had read online that you can put your urine into your compost pile.
It just seemed like such a waste to only use mouthwash once when it's antiseptic anyways.
There's 30 uses in that big mouthwash and about 30 cents a use. But if I reuse it a second time, that gets it down to 15 cents a use because I'll have 60 uses.
I got the apartment a few years ago. I don't see the need to spend money on furniture. I'm a floor guy. I sit on the floor and it's very comfortable. What I did was I found some 2x4s and these are styrofoam peanuts. So I just take all the peanuts, throw them in there, and then I cover it up with bubble wrap And then this is a tablecloth, and it makes a perfect bed.
The rent was expensive, so I had to share a room with people who were dirty talking to their wives in the middle of the night and playing PUBG and making orangutan noises. Also, in the middle of the night! At times, I fell into a bit of rabbit hole of watching cooking shows, and I was watching Jamie Oliver and Gordon Ramsay cook a lobster while I was eating ramen. Like, looking back at it now, it was a very difficult point in my life because searching and applying jobs didn't get me anywhere. You don't understand the language properly, you don't understand the culture.
I've vomited for 2 days. It was really horrible. I was really devastated and felt like this was the end.
At 18 years old, 5 feet 11 inches and a half, I was 67 kilos. I was on what Dave Ramsey calls rice and beans and rice. That's 147 in freedom units for all you Americans out there. My groceries look hideous, and even my struggle meals, it looked like they were struggling. I wish I was more aware of my physical, social, mental, and emotional well-being. I wish I had identified and controlled my habits, because after graduation, I developed an unusual habit of ordering takeaway as a reward after meal prep. Mind you, I prepared high carb, high.
Look at this, bro. Look at these. Tasty.
I used to do my meal prep and store it in the fridge and then order takeaway as a reward. It took me a few months to get rid of the habit. Well, grooming and personal hygiene is essential, but you have to take a step back if they start stepping over the line of superficial needs. No one is perfect, and neither am I. I did not eat out because I did not have a social life. I used to brainwash myself by saying that love does not pay the bills, because it was my mindset at that time, and I ridiculed myself with a lot of negativity because my main concern at the time was saving money and nothing else.
We all have bad habits and vices. We should foresee what the future holds for us if we keep on continuing it down the line. Sometimes it is very hard to see, can be costing you a lot more than you think.
Well, I myself have been a subject of mockery and embarrassment when I try to open up with people who I thought were my friends. If you have a problem, then don't be afraid to seek out correct professional help, because not everyone in this world is as kind as you think.
Everyone endures pain on a different level with a variety of things.
Everyone has their own struggle, but ain't nobody perfect, and admitting is the first step.
Pablo Picasso.
Well, in terms of saving money, alternatives should suffice in most cases. Ask your friends for their Netflix password, or download AdBlock instead of getting YouTube Premium. And if you don't have any friends and if you want to watch Netflix shows or play games, I don't want to incriminate myself, but you gotta ba-da-bum bum ba-da-bum bum ba-da-bum bum ba-da-bum ba-da-bum bum ba-da-bum bum ba-da-bum bum ba-da-bum. On a serious note, always be willing to look for better opportunities to increase your income. Work multiple jobs if you have to. That's what I did. And always be willing to be better, get better, upskill yourself, and earn even more.
Masarap yan. Kaya kailangan nyo i-try.
Yeah, he just said something. Maybe he cursed us. Amazing. এত জোস, এত বেশি জোস আমি জীবনে এত মজার খাবার খাইনি। Amazing.
এটা হচ্ছে দুনিয়ার সবথেকে মজার একটা জিনিস, ঠিক আছে? If you guys haven't tried it, এটা যদি কোনো ট্রাই করতে পারো না, তোমার মায়ের চুটি।
Tao like Pilipino, yung mga Pilipino na kahit sinong like kailangan matikman to kasi sobrang sarap. Like it's really good. I mean, the cook is Kesh, like he puts some effort with this, like all his heart, like parang puso niyan lagay niya dito, sarap siya. Like yung noodles niyan, basta noodles like a pancit canton.
I didn't really want to talk about this, but I recently got myself a credit card, and it's like a Pandora's box. I got it just to build up my credit history for my future, but I feel the gravitational pull. It's all fun and games till you get the bill. And even if you avoid paying it, they know you will. When I was younger, I was watching one episode of Ninja Hattori-kun.
Kenichi is one of the main characters of the show. He wants to buy a movie ticket. In order to purchase the movie ticket, he wants to save the money for it. Ninja Hattori and his crew help Kenichi to save his money. But he gets so fixated on savings that on the day of the premiere, Kenichi comes home early. And they ask him, "Hey Kenichi, why did you return so quickly?" And he's like, "Nah, instead of watching a movie, I'd rather save it."
If you don't have any saving habits, then please start now. It came to me easily because I was always afraid to spend money. If you have a bit of debt, just pay it little by little so you don't mess up your credit score. And wants are also necessary, you know. People have hobbies, interests. Some people go out, while others like myself, I stay at home and enjoy your guilty pleasures to the fullest. A time well wasted is not a waste of time. Don't be too rigid on your saving because you only get one life and you enjoy it to your fullest.